That doesn't count, Kale.
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
Not quite.
No. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Logan Devereaux, and I'm here once again with my best friend,
Magnus.
And we are not here for the Great Gatsby.
Yeah.
Remember we said we were going to be back for Great Gatsby?
Yep.
Well, instead...
About that.
We
kind of forgot.
yeah. So instead we're here for Wolves or Wows. This movie, we stumbled across it like 7 months ago. It was you, me, and Emma, and we were just like perusing Amazon like Prime TV, and we were looking for stuff, and we saw this, and I was like, oh, Lucas Till, like I remember him from like the Hannah Montana movie and X-Men. Like, let's watch this because this looks like garbage. It was one of the best movies we've seen.
It's a masterwork of cinema.
It is a literal national treasure. I think
that's what Nicolas Cage was looking for.
Yeah.
It was not the Declaration of Independence, but in fact the movie Wolves.
So if you remember in our last review, the last video that I had on my channel, we were talking about Wolves because you had mentioned watching a bad movie and the werewolf movie we watched. I had mentioned, like, let's do a review on Wolves, so he came over today, and we decided, let's watch it and do a review. Anyways, I think that's enough introduction. I can't really do a voiceover for this one, because there's no book attached to it. This isn't book versus movie.
It's its own standalone thing.
Yeah, so this is just us against movie.
Yeah. My opinions versus this movie.
Ooh, that's a good title. I just might title this video that. So let's kind of go into what the movie's about for a little bit, and then go into what we loved about it. Yeah,
because I don't hate anything about this movie.
I don't either. That's rare for us.
It's perfect. It is perfect.
You know what we should do next time?
What?
Princess Lily.
No, we shouldn't. No, we shouldn't.
Alright, so the movie starts off with Lucas Till playing Connor. I don't even remember.
No, Caden.
That's right, Connor's his dad.
Yeah, Connery.
Connery, yes, Connery Slaughter. So Lucas Till plays Caden, spelled with a C for some reason instead of a K. So Satan.
Or Codden.
Codden.
Oh, it sounds weird.
So, he was like on a football team, and he had like rich parents or something like that, and he ends up killing a kid who, might I add, assaulted him on the field.
At that point it's self-defense, I think.
Yeah, and he beat him up, and then to get over that, he goes to try to have sex with his girlfriend, who we don't know her. Was her name Lisa?
I hope not.
I think it was Lisa. He tries to have sex with his girlfriend Lisa. Did you hear my tooth whistle?
Oh, did
yeah. And he ends up wolfing out and scratching her, goes back home, doesn't remember it. His parents are killed. The police show up, and I forgot how he gets away. I think he just runs
away. He, straight up jumps out a window, I think.
Yeah, he jumps out a window with a duffel bag.
Yeah.
And he, goes to... He's, like, wandering around for, like, I think a year. And then he, goes to a bar where he sees these two biker dudes, and they're assaulting a prostitute.
I think that word's actually, not considered okay anymore.
Really?
I think so. So let's just say hooker.
Okay. So, they're assaulting a hooker. And, he's like, hey, like, you need to stop that, or else, like, I'm gonna
You're
kill
gonna
you.
lose your hand.
You're gonna lose your hand. And he was like, well, why don't you try to take it from me? And, like, he straight up just kills them in, like, cold blood.
Except
cold blood?
Later in the movie, he says, I've never killed in cold blood. It's like, you killed, like, 3 people.
You're right.
Was it hot blood?
It was hot coming out.
Yeah, it was.
He kills these 2 biker dudes, takes a bike and a jacket. So he takes a dead man's bike and the jacket with the keys still in it.
Yeah.
And he
takes off the license plate.
Which it's
amazing he didn't get pulled over for that.
And
then we proceed into the worst green screen I've ever seen in my entire life.
Was it worse than The Last Keeper CGI?
Yes.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that movie.
Yeah.
We should do a review of The Last Keepers.
I think we need to do Great Gatsby first.
Great Gatsby, then The Last Keepers. Okay.
I don't like that we said that.
So, he then goes to another bar. There's a lot of bars in this.
Mm-hmm.
And he meets this guy named Wild Joe.
Wild Joe.
And he's like a feral cat. And which we'll get into that later.
We'll get into the whole cat thing in a minute.
And Joe proceeds to tell him, like, I'm a werewolf too. And
except he sounds like he's from Jersey.
I'm trying to get a Jersey. No, that's Irish. Okay. Use your Jersey accent.
Hey, my name's Wild Joe. I'm from New Jersey City.
New Jersey City.
Yeah, we all talk like this around here.
Oh my gosh. So,
Brad Leone from New Jersey City.
See, you say Leone?
Yeah, I say Leone.
I say Leone.
Well, I say Leone because that's how he says it.
Oh, well, Brad's wrong.
He's wrong about his own name. Sorry, Brad. Hate to break it to you. But you've been saying your name wrong your entire life. It's Leone.
Okay. So Wild Joe kind of indirectly points him to the town of Lupine Ridge, where he goes to another bar where he meets Angelique. Was that her name? Angelique or Angel? Her name's Angel.
Yeah.
Owner of Angel's Bar.
Yeah, there was a whole thing where she's like, I'm not gonna tell you my name, and then her sister was like, hey, Angel, owner of Angel's Bar.
Which, might we add, the sister is supposed to be an alcoholic and a drug addict. The actress was very clearly pregnant while filming this, and it was so awful to watch her drink and like just constantly drinking. Every time you saw her, she had some type of alcoholic beverage in her hand, and the actress is very clearly like 6 months pregnant or something like that.
Her sister's name is Gail, which I am taking to mean Gail Waters.
Gail's Waters.
Gail's Waters?
Gail's Waters.
Gail Waters. Alright, they're gone. Out of shot.
Gail Waters.
Yeah. Her husband Dave.
Who's afraid of what?
Egrets.
And
their daughter who looks like what's his name? Yachty, I think. And then the son that she stole in a supermarket whose only joy is playing Spanish guitar.
She has a son?
Yeah. Well, had a son. I think he ran away back to New Mexico. I watched the entire series of Gale.
Have not.
Like 3 times over.
So, Connor then meets John Tillman and his wife Clara, and they take him on as a farmhand, and then we also get to meet our favorite character,
My boy Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa.
Why were you in this movie?
Jason, if you watch this, which
you clearly are.
Yeah, I honestly would have a feeling he would watch this.
And be like, oh, it's the movie I was in. For fun.
Jason Momoa, if you're seeing this, why and how?
Why, again? And also, how badly did those contacts hurt?
Yeah.
Like, his eyes were so irritated.
They were bloodshot. 90% of, like, the second half of the movie to the end. And,
he already has light eyes. I don't know why they felt the need to do that.
To make him look more feral.
I guess.
They also added, like, beard hair to make him look... Because he's only 11 years older than Lucas Till.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 11, because he's 42, and Lucas Till is 31.
Yeah.
So he's only, like, 11 years older than Lucas Till, and he's supposed to be playing his father in this, and so in order to age him up a bit, and I guess make him look a little bit more wolfy, they added these weird contacts on him, a strip of gray in his beard, and then gray highlights.
Yeah.
In his Jason Momoa hair.
And his beautiful Jason Momoa hair.
Yes.
He's so pretty.
He's very pretty.
He's so pretty.
Why is he so pretty? No man on this earth should be that pretty. That is a crime.
It's illegal.
It's illegal. Jason Momoa plays Connor Slaughter. Connery Slaughter. But they kept calling him Connor.
Yeah, because what a stupid name Connery is. Are we offending another name demographic in this video?
I think so.
Sweet!
I think we should just do that for every single video that we film. Is like make fun
What kind of name is Bill? Like, who names their kid Bill?
Short for William.
I know. My grandfather was named William.
What is it? So we find out that Connor is Caden's biological father and that he was adopted.
Yeah.
Which, how do you go 18 years of your life and not know you're adopted?
Minecraft.
They made a TV show of Minecraft. We find out Connor has this whole plan because he really wants a son to marry Angel and have a kid with her, even though we're assuming she was 21.
Yeah.
There was a gigantic bug that flew by. So we're assuming she's 21, and he's supposed to be roughly around mid-40s.
Yeah.
Let's say that. Mid-40s.
Around our manager's age.
Which one?
Yes.
He's like, he wants a son, so that way he can carry on his legacy in the town of being feral. And John and Clara tell Caden that he is Connor's biological son and that his mom, Lucinda, ended her life. Yeah. Because we can't say the S word. So, she ended her own life, and he, what is it? So he has no idea that
he has a son.
And they also mentioned that Connor allegedly essayed Lucinda. And so Caden's like, oh, that piece of garbage, I'm gonna go kill him. And he goes up to go and try to kill Connor and his pack of feral flackies, and he ends up getting beaten, nearly killed, jumps off what looks to be the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
Hits a tree on his way down.
Like, right in the middle of his back, so his back just kind of does, like, one of these.
Yeah.
Like, over the branch.
Yeah, and... Which
would kill you immediately.
But they have the padded wolf suits, so they're good.
Fair.
So he's, like, beaten to crap, and Wild Joe also shows up.
Yep. But he's, like, a figment of his imagination.
Was he?
Well, because he was there and then he wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, we forgot to mention Connor also ate somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that kind of is like the catalyst for the ending. So Connor
ate a dude.
Yeah, he ate a dude named Carter. There are too many C names
Yeah.
in this. Connor, Clara, Caden, and Carter.
Cangela.
There's nobody in there named Cangela.
No. I wish there was, though.
We're putting that in our Wolf sequel.
Yeah.
We're making a sequel.
Yeah. Jason Momoa hit me up.
Well, he's dead.
Oh, that's right.
Spoiler, he dies.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Funniest thing ever is that Caden, he's beaten to crap, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about the makeup later, but he's beaten to crap. Literally has a bone poking out of his arm. And they're like, oh, you need to turn into a werewolf. And he's like trying, and he's like, I can't, I'm in too much pain. So he starts making out with Angel and healing immediately.
Yeah. The kiss of life.
The kiss of life.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, but he didn't heal all the way, so she's like, oh, you gotta go run,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
around the farm in order
You gotta go
to-
run through some corn to get your stamina back.
Yeah, and so he's, like, running through all the pain, and then he's completely fine.
Yeah, and he's just chill. It's
Yeah.
like the whole thing never happened.
And then he told her, no, they went into the barn where they're
Yeah.
hatching a plan with John, where they're going to use some type of fertilizer that is also explosive, which how did Caden know that was explosive?
It seems very convenient that it was explosive.
It also seems very convenient that we have this, like, potentially 18-year-old knowing that it's an explosive.
Yep.
How?
This movie's just very convenient.
Yeah, it's just convenience after convenience.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're building, God, I don't think I can say that word. Explosives. They're building explosives on out of fertilizer. And
C4 fertilizer.
C4 fertilizer?
Yep.
Why would they put that in fertilizer?
No, I was just saying that's what it is because it's an explosive fertilizer. It's C4 fertilizer.
Oh, okay. And so he tells Angel to go pack a bag. She ends up getting kidnapped by Connor and his flackies.
Mm-hmm.
And they're gonna have a mating ceremony. And he also kidnaps her sister,
Gail,
and John and Clara. And they were going through the whole marriage ceremony. And
it wasn't even marriage.
And what is it? And then there was this one guy where he was like, does anybody object? Gail kicks the cage that they're in, and they're like, doesn't count, Gail.
Oh, it's so stupid.
It's so funny.
It's so stupid.
I love it.
I
don't like that we're sitting all
No.
together. Caden shows up, kills the flackies. Well,
Yeah.
kills some of them.
Some of them.
And leads them back to the farm. And where John's up there with a rifle, and he's just shooting stuff. He's like, pew, pew, pew. And it's exploding. And then, do you remember that one dude where
Who got like a plank
he
bolt
got a
through his
plank.
chest?
There was an explosion, right? Because they put the bags right next to the fence.
Yeah.
And then one plank of wood goes like
Yep.
right into a dude's torso, and you hear him do the dog yell.
Yeah.
He's like,
That's a dog yelp. We will go with that. We will go with that.
He's dead. He's dead.
He's gone. He's gonzo.
And then they lead the other wolves into the barn, and they make it explode, and they're like, okay, is that it? Jason Momoa busts through, like,
And through the fire and the flames.
and he looks awesome doing it.
Uh-huh.
It's just,
Yeah. He looks good doing anything.
we also mentioned Jason Momoa had a man bun when he was in his wolf form. Like, cutting the vapors there a little bit.
My pearls.
My pearls. He had a man bun in wolf form. Even when he didn't have it in human form.
Yeah.
He had it in wolf form.
It's like a perpetual like hair elastic. Just. Why did you make a squelch noise at the end of it? You went. Why?
I don't know.
But for why?
I don't know. Back to the review.
Yeah.
So, where is it? Those two are going head to head. Caden slices his Achilles tendon, which, oh, it was so painful to watch.
I could feel it.
Yeah, same. And
I can feel it now just thinking
I
about
know,
it.
right?
I don't like
Wait,
it.
is it in your left foot?
Yeah. Ah!
So, Caden and him were talking, and he was like, just to let you know, I never assaulted your mother. I loved her. It was her dad. Her dad had threatened to kill her because I got her pregnant. So I took the fall and said that I essayed her, and then she killed herself.
Yeah.
So, and then we see Wild Joe coming up, and he was like,
Coming out from the woodwork.
he was like, man, this is exactly what I wanted. And he kills Connor.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's like explaining this whole plan. He's like, oh yeah, I killed Caden's parents because I wanted him
To grow
up and come and kill you. And that's my revenge.
Mm-hmm.
For kicking me out of the pack. Yeah, driving him out of town, I think that was why. What is going on with my hair? Everything. Also, we both got drastic hair transformations.
Oh, yeah, no, we're like two completely different people.
Yeah,
from the
I'm
last time we
blonde
saw us.
now,
Yeah.
so...
And I have significantly less hair, but also 10 times more of it.
It looks awesome. I love it.
It's very fluffy.
So, and I have an undercut now.
Yeah.
And a side shave.
Last time I had an undercut.
And now I have it.
Yeah. We traded undercuts.
We did. He's like going on this whole rant, and Connor was like, hey Joe, you remember your brother Carter? Oh yeah, he's my baby. I love him. I had him for dinner 2 days ago. And he just slashes him open. So Jason Momoa gets his throat slashed open, right?
Yeah.
But he's still fighting for a little bit until he gets the back of his leg scratched again.
Yeah.
So that's what did him in.
Mm-hmm.
Not the throat being like deeply lacerated.
No.
And
With the kiss of life, you can recover from anything.
I don't think he could recover from that.
Well, Caden fell off a cliff.
Those are just broken bones.
But he also had a ton of lacerations. Because he fell off a cliff into a forest.
I think we've established this movie makes no sense in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
So, Caden and Joe are going head to head, and he kills Joe in the most hilarious way. Because Joe is like, oh, now we're even. And he's like, no, we're not even. That's the funny thing about getting even. He's like, and you killed my friggin' parents!
Yeah.
Throws Joe's little cigar
Down at his feet.
hits one of the targets that had the explosive on it, and he gets like...
Obliterated.
like,
Obliterated.
like all that's left is just like limbs.
Yeah.
And that prosthetic leg!
Yeah.
And then that's basically the end of the movie.
Yeah.
There were a couple things we wanted to mention. The makeup for all the injuries
Was bad.
It was bad. The contacts are bad.
Are bad.
The wolf costumes are okay.
Yeah, they're fine.
They're okay, but they don't look like wolves. They look like
cats.
lions.
Yeah. Speaking of which...
Yeah, we wanted to mention that.
Why is it in every single werewolf media that I have ever seen, it is lion sounds? Why?
I don't know. Ask the people.
Hollywood? Hollywood.
All of Hollywood.
Look me dead in the eye. Wolves don't roar. Why do you make them sound like lions? Why are you using lion stock image sounds? Like, what? Why? Do you know what a wolf is? Do you know what a dog is?
No. Because everybody in Hollywood doesn't have real dogs.
No, yeah, no, all the dogs are animatronics. That's right.
No, I meant they have those little purse dogs, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Unless
You went the little purse dogs are stupid, like evolutionary wise, and I went the literal way. Yeah, they all have...
cyborg dogs, purse dogs, they're all the same thing.
Yeah. They work for the bourgeoisie.
Do they?
Yeah.
The more you know.
And the little...
And the yeah, no, I don't know how to do that, so no, I'll just
send the footage over to me and I'll play it.
Okay, I will. Because I just use iMovie.
That's why your transitions are so bad.
They're not that bad.
Well,
let's see.
I need to crack my neck, but it won't crack. And I'm in pain.
So, now that we've covered the entire movie in a very short amount of time, surprisingly.
Because I'm on a bit of a time crunch right now.
Yeah. What are our final thoughts on this? Like...
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
One of the worst things I've ever seen, maybe visually and plot-wise, but also definitely one of the best things that I've ever seen. And I give it an 11 out of 10.
Let's see. I personally, I liked the story. It kept me on my toes for a while.
Yeah.
The color palette.
Just dying off screen, don't mind me.
The color palette wasn't that bad.
No, it was alright.
It didn't hurt my sensories, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And the costumes weren't that bad.
No.
Like, everybody was, like, they did, okay, Caden's supposed to be kind of like the bad boy role, right? And remember when we talked about Hardin and how he's supposed to have, like, the biker bad boy look?
They actually pulled it off with this one.
Yeah, because the problem with Hardin's costume...
is that it's a costume.
It's a costume. No, he was in solid black all the time. Like, black shirt, black pants, black leather jacket, black boots. Like, that, just
all, like,
solid black. Yeah, like, not even different shades. They were all the same palette and the same, like, shade of black. So it's...
I feel like I've gotten tanner. What the hell? What happened?
You've been spending time with me. I'm your sunshine. Problem with Hardin is that he was all in solid black in the same palette. Like, this is, like, probably one of the darkest blacks I own. Imagine an entire outfit just this color.
Yeah.
It's very... Whereas you're wearing a black hoodie, so if you paired, like, this color black with a shirt, this color black for a jacket, and then maybe a denim wash or something, like black ripped jeans, so that way there's some skin coming through, that would look okay. Yeah. But they never did that with Hardin. Whereas with Caden, they had him in blue jeans, a black leather jacket, and then a mauvey purpley shirt.
Yeah. Mauve.
They all kind of...
The color palette worked.
Yeah, it worked. So...
Because it's all cool tones.
Yeah, and...
rather than solid black.
It looked good. The camera angles. What about the camera angles?
Camera angles were lackluster.
Was there a Dutch angle in it?
No, actually.
I want to see a movie that's just all in Dutch angles.
That's every horror movie. Because, like, Dutch angles are used to create suspense and unease. And that's in every single horror movie.
I don't watch horror movies, so...
You're missing out.
Yeah. All in all, it's not bad. I actually did think, like, the wolf costumes, like, I think Lucas Till's wolf costume was my favorite.
Really? I hated that one.
I liked it because in each...
His hair looked stupid.
Yeah, his hair
looked
so
stupid.
I think that was his MacGyver hair.
Yeah.
So... each wolf, you can distinctly tell who's who. Mm-hmm. And I like that because there's character traits for every single person. And every time they added a scar or... like, it wasn't like a give and take type of thing, like with Hardin's tattoos. it wasn't like, oh, like add tattoos here, take tattoos away here. It was like you could genuinely see that. I noticed that Jason Momoa, because he's got like the cool like tribal tattoos like on his arms, they added that in the fur. So there were black specks in his kind of gauntlet area where it
forearm, I think it's called.
I'm too much into the cosplay world, so it's gauntlets. Where you could see his tribal tattoo where it starts and where it ends actually on Jason.
Yeah.
But in the wolf form. So it works. I like it. I really like this movie, so I'm gonna give this like an 11 out of 10 like you did. Because it's so bad, it's so good. Like,
it's a shame of God, but it's also his favorite mistake.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a good movie. I can't. Like, if you ever meet us in person, we're gonna sit you down and make you watch this with us because of just how good it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Fantastic. If you have Amazon Prime, please watch it.
Yeah.
It is a religious experience.
It is literally like the most like hilarious and euphoric experience you'll ever have. Like, sit down with some friends.
So funny.
Like, get a couple drinks. It's an amazing watch. And it also is pretty well paced too.
Yeah.
It goes by very quickly. Like, we explained it all in like 22 minutes.
Oh, 34 minutes.
Yeah. It's like...
The last video took us like an hour.
That being said, this was really good. I loved it so much.
Me too.
Yeah. Alright guys, well that was our review for Wolves. Thank you so much for coming back on my channel again so soon. This was so much fun to do. Yeah, and we will see you guys again in the next episode. And happy Halloween too!
Oh yeah, happy Halloween!
Happy Halloween! Alright, bye!
You